I would just like to talk about 3 specific things in this video. It would be the numbers that are following me, my dream, and a specific message that Maria Divine Mercy got. This number, or numbers that have been following me for years, can be looked at as 911 or 119. Many occurrences with this number. I'd like to just start with, I'm not going to give you specific details of the individuals or where they live, but I'll just kind of give an idea. When I went down to Trinidad in 2013, January of 2013, I met this career coach, life management individual, and he helped me out to find that I do love Jesus Christ. His building number is Fit Court, 911 Fit Street, Trinidad and Tobago. So that's the first, of the number. The second would be my mother's birthday, November 9th. The third would be my grandfather's birthday, January 19th. When I left Trinidad in 2013, to come back to Canada, I got a job at this place called Fabricland. I found an idea. I thought I could understand the basics of fabrics, and maybe, I have that entrepreneurial side. But I worked at this place called Fabricland, and my employee number was 9011. When I came upon Maria Divine Mercy, she began receiving messages in 2010. Her first message was November 8th, 2010. Her second message was November 9th, 2010. Her third and fourth message was November 11th, 2010. The dream I was given, sticking with the numbers. Fifth Street, mother, grandfather, Fabricland, Maria. Oh yes, my IP address, my computer IP address is, I'm gonna leave a few numbers out. I'm gonna leave 3 digits out. So it'd be 24.64 point number 0.119. It feels like there's more numbers that have occurred, but a little nervous right now. So now I'd like to talk about my dream. Now this dream, I remember the day of it now, like perfectly. It was on January 19th, 2014. And the way I remembered it was I told my grandfather and my grandmother the dream. My grandfather and my auntie the dream. I think I did tell my grandmother. And it was on January 19th. And I wrote the dream down, so I'll just tell you what it is. So my dream when I was in Trinidad at the beginning of 2014. So it would have been January 19th, 2014. I was standing in front of the Vatican, and the Vatican was completely black. However, I could see all the details of the trimming, etc. I was then ushered into a room where there were people sitting and not enjoying themselves. And while I was staring at these people, a cup of bitterness appeared in my right hand. I immediately knew my task and began to fill up each and everyone's cup. Upon completing the task, I was then ushered down a hallway to where I came upon Lucifer's, Satan's cup, and it was huge. Like the height of it was probably 5'5". It was like, I'm 6'7". That's how I did my comparison. I filled his cup up to the brim, and the moment his cup filled, my cup vanished, and I heard, "Come here." I then walked down the remainder of the hallway to where the I'll just repeat that. I then walked down the remainder of the hallway to the entrance from where I heard the voice, and to my surprise, I saw Satan in the middle of the Vatican, inside, standing next to the chair of Peter, and looking right into my eyes. Satan was wearing a black robe and had a massive black sword on his right side. There were chain links coming down from the ceiling of the building. I never looked up though, and each link connected to a different part of his body. One to his left wrist, one to his right wrist, one around his neck, one to his left ankle, and one to his right ankle. Also, the entire inside of the Vatican was in ruins, and it was all black. And the ground was uneven because the ceiling must have collapsed because of the weight of sin that was on it. I then started walking to Satan, and when I got too close, he pulled me into him and started making me sin. While that was happening, I looked behind me to where I entered and saw two people looking at me. They looked at me, they looked up, they looked at me again. When they looked at me again, they turned and ran back down the hallway. And when they ran, I was pulled back into the hallway. Just before I woke up, Lucifer yelled out to me, "Do not obey, do not obey, do not obey." And then I woke up. So that was the dream that was given. There's more to it, but it's just, this is what I wrote and quite a bit ago, and I'm just going to go off that. And you can watch the other video where there's a little bit more detail. So that dream was given on January 19th, 2014. Okay, so this, now I'll go to the third thing. Okay, so this was given to Maria Divine Mercy on the same day, January 19th, Sunday, January 19th, 2014. And for me, when I had that dream, I had no idea who Maria Divine Mercy was. I was just, I've just been seeking God for a long time, and, and just needed a lot of help. And my uncle helped me out, my grandfather and grandmother and all them. So it's like when I had that dream, I had no idea. But this message was given to her on the same day I had my dream. So I'm in Trinidad, she's in Ireland. Sunday, January 19th, 2014. And it is titled, "Who amongst you would be strong enough to accept my cup of suffering and all that it brings with it?" This is what Jesus says to her. "My dearly beloved daughter, what man amongst you who declares himself to be a holy follower of mine and who boasts of this fact will take my cup? Who amongst you will be strong enough to accept my cup of suffering and all that it brings with it? The answer is very few of you, and yet you feel justified when you scourge me through my chosen souls who have willingly accepted my cup. Chosen souls, visionaries, prophets and seers accept my cup because they give me their free will on my terms, not on their own. When you declare yourselves to be all-knowing and well-versed in my holy word and do not accept the suffering which is carried by my poor persecuted prophets, then you do not know me. If you do not know me, then you cannot truly love me. If you do not love me, then you do not spread the truth. Instead, you pick what parts suit you in my most holy gospels, and then you use these as yardsticks to beat my prophets with and all those chosen souls who carry my sorrowful cross. When you trample on other souls, treat them cruelly in my name, you have been infested by hatred. Hatred comes from Satan. It does not come from me. When you come before me during the warning, the illumination of consciousness, I will show you how you have offended me. Still, many of you, guilty of twisting my words, my love, into words of hatred against my prophets, will stand defiantly before me. For you are so stuffed with self-love and pride that even I, Jesus Christ, will find it difficult to draw you to me. Your hatred for others separates you from me, your Jesus. And so it's like, that's the message that was given to her on that day. So it's just, that's what's happening to me. For me, it's a little overwhelming. I hope it makes sense. The numbers, the dream, and then the message from Maria. And she is God's seventh angel, seventh messenger, the one who will call in the best but worst judgment, Jesus Christ. The website is www.thewarningsecondcoming.com. And yes, Maria Divine Mercy is God's end-time prophet. She is the last prophet. And so that's my situation. Yeah, it's pretty powerful if you listen to the whole thing. And as I say before, and I say it again, pray the Holy Rosary. Mary, our mother, is the Holy Rosary. She has been granted the power and the graces to crush the serpent's head, and the serpent is Satan. So please please ask for your heart to be consecrated into her Immaculate Heart, because she's the best intercessor. She will be able to go straight to the Sacred Heart of Jesus, because their hearts are connected. It's just like, you just look a pregnant woman and a child in the womb, and they're connected, so that blood flows between both of them. So she had the same suffering as Jesus Christ, so she can intercede for you. So you pray the Holy Rosary, and because that will also seduce Satan and push him away, and your temptations will be mitigated, and you keep repenting and you keep going back to God, and he'll be able to give you more graces to get through this spiritual fight, because it's going to get really intense. It's going to get really sorrowful very soon. And woe to those that make bad look good and good look bad. So it's just lots of prayers. Okay. I think that's it. Amen.